Bismillah. Salam, bro. Now, I want you to do something, yeah? Get a piece of paper or like a notebook like I have. And I want you to make a table like this. It's a strengths and a weakness table. This is going to be a severe hit to your ego. So, don't blame me, yeah? I want you to do it right now, by the way. Like, literally right now, go get some paper, man. Come on. While you're doing your table, I'll read you mine out. So, strengths. Start with strengths, yeah? Okay. I'm decently good at learning skills fairly quickly. I navigate social settings I'm comfortable with pretty well. I'm fairly consistent with prayer. I make progress. I've made progress on a relationship with my family. Dealing with negative thoughts, I've gotten a lot better at that. Now for the actual useful information. My weaknesses. I could be more consistent with Quran. My tajweed could be better. My Urdu is very weak. I want to memorize more of the Quran. Also listen to it more. My social skills could be better in uncomfortable situations. I do fall into temptation at times. My khushu or my concentration in prayer could be improved as well. My sleep schedule is currently very erratic, but I'm working on fixing that. Sometimes I get consumed by my ego and fall into rage. That's just some of my weaknesses that I wrote down for this table. Now, you're kind of asking, what's the point of this table? And just like say, oh yeah, I'm a crap person, bro. I have a lot of weaknesses. Well, not really. The reason why we've done this table is so we can work on our weaknesses and inshallah turn them into strengths or just make them better in some way. For example, I want you to turn these weaknesses into goals. Say we use my weakness of Quran recitation and we make the goal, say we read 3 pages a day. That's the goal right there. Next we have the erratic sleep schedule weakness that I talked about. Now what I've done for this is make a sleep schedule which has a wake up time and a sleep time. And I need to adhere to that as much as I can. By the way, the thing with weaknesses is that they shouldn't be these negative thoughts that you get about yourself. Say like, oh, I'm the worst at everything. I'll never be good enough for something like that. That's not a weakness because it's not really something you can improve. What I suggest about these negative thoughts is that they ultimately serve no purpose to you, so don't give them any energy. Just ignore them. Don't set an arbitrary goal. Say like, I want to gain 5 kg of muscle in 5 months. You need to make a goal that you can stick to every single day. For example, if you had that goal of gaining muscle, then say the daily goal could be hit my calorie surplus for the day or trade for the day. That's what your goal should be. It should be actionable and something that you can do every day. Also, don't focus on too many weaknesses at once. We all have a lot of weaknesses because we're ultimately like flawed by nature. But the thing is, you can't, the reason why you can't work on all of your weaknesses at once is because your resources will be spread too thin. For example, we've all heard that multitasking is impossible. It is, but it's impossible because we can't focus on too many things at once. It's the same with goals that you want to achieve. Say you have, focusing on one goal is easier than trying to make progress, the same progress, on 10 goals. What I'm doing right now is focusing on 2 to 3 to 4 goals at a time. I think anything over than maybe 4 goals is pretty impractical. So how do you do this? Let's say you have half a year to work on some goals. Remember, always keep Islam, like Islam related activities as a goal. Because Islam is constant. All the other ones are less, you should prioritize them less. So say for half a year we have Islam as a goal, obviously, maybe Quran recitation, consistency with prayer, seeking knowledge, anything like that. And then with that, maybe you put fitness goals. For example, gaining the muscle that I talked about earlier. And then the next half of the year, you keep Islam, obviously. And then you maybe want to do your social skills goals. So say, go talk to 5 people a day or something like that. Last tip. Well, that's not really a tip, but I'm just telling you to do it. Redo the evaluation table after a while. This is obviously to assess your progress that you made. And it ensures that you are constantly progressing, that you're constantly progressively overloading, as they say in fitness, I guess. That's not really fitness, it's just muscle growth. Redo the evaluation table and make sure you do your strengths as well. And maybe even one of the weaknesses turn into a strength, so you can write that down as well. Now, maybe you do this. Thing is, I don't really do this myself that often. Maybe after the duration that you've set yourself to achieve certain goals, do the evaluation table again after that. So say we go back to the half a year example, do it after half a year and then another half a year. Alright, bro, inshallah that helps. This is actually the first time I've done this, to be honest. I thought it was actually a really good idea and I wanted to share it. That's all I wanted to talk about. Stay, boys. Take care.